How you doing, guys? Dr. Dex Alvarez here with Palma, Ceia Chiropractic and Wellness Center. And I wanted to take a couple of minutes out today to kind of tackle a question I hear every single day, especially from new patients, is what is that cracking sound when you get an adjustment? So I wanted to go through and kind of explain a little bit of that because a lot of our patients are really kind of held up on it. And I know especially like even with my mom, it's one of those things that I had to explain to her because before I could get my hands on her and get her feeling better, I had to explain it to her too because she was a little nervous about it. So what that cracking or popping sound is, when we take a look at your spine, there's a lot of different moving parts, right? So you have each one of these different vertebrae that all should be moving in a very particular way to make sure that not only are you moving and healing the right way, but that we're also not putting pressure on these nerves that are exiting out of the side. In between each one of those vertebrae, you have a disc. That disc almost acts like a little shock absorber, and it's a padding that keeps each vertebrae off of each other, not only to keep them moving the right way, but also to prevent arthritis or degeneration from forming. So when we perform an adjustment and we realign an issue in the spine, what that cracking and popping sound is actually a release of gas from that joint and where that disc is sitting. So it actually feels really good because it's a pressure release valve, so to speak. Now, if that's something that kind of holds you up, that sound, that's totally okay. We have a lot of different tools that we can utilize. One is something a lot of people are kind of familiar with. It's a little bit of an older instrument, but it's called an activator. So what this activator does is it basically puts through a really quick force through those areas so we can get the vertebrae and the spine to move in the direction we need it to, and you're not going to hear any of that clicking, popping, or cracking sound. Now, one that I like to use actually a little bit more than that, it's kind of like the Activator 2.0, is what's called an arthro stim. So now with the arthro stim, we can get a little bit more specific with our adjustments, and we have an ability to affect the muscular system that overlies as well. So we got a couple of different tools we can use here that we can get the same type of results with, and we can switch up our tempo for different parts of the spine so that we can get things moving the way that they should and perform these corrective adjustments without having to hear that clicking or popping sound. So hopefully that sheds a little bit of light, answers some questions, so that way you're not kind of held up on this cracking, popping sound. So if you are having any issues, neck pain, lower back pain, sciatica, migraines, these are things that we can all handle here in the office after we do a very specific set of testing, a particular set of x-rays, so we know exactly how to work on you, but then we can get the correction in there in a really comfortable and easy way for you. So Dr. Dex here, just wanted to kind of clear that up for everybody. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Take care.